So we're about to set off again on another episode of Tessie's Travels. This time we're leaving our home in Hungary and we're driving 1,230 kilometres or 746 miles over to a campsite in Normandy, where we're spending time with one of Karen's daughters and our two granddaughters. And it'll take us a day and a half, 2 days to get there. 5 charging stops is scheduled on there. I'm leaving with about 85% to get to the first stop, with about 20% spare. So no problem there. We've just had a last walk around the garden. Look here. I don't know, we're away for 4.5 weeks this time. So I don't know if everything will survive. We've given it a really good water this morning. So hopefully everything will be okay. It's quite a big plot, as you can see. We've actually got an acre of garden, or just under an acre of garden. By the time we come back, I think the apples will be just about perfect. The tomato ring's coming up nicely. This is designed so that you get plenty of airflow through and the tomatoes don't get diseases, so they get plenty of airflow here, plenty of sunshine all the way around. 360 degrees. All the pears coming up nicely there, look, as well, you can see. So they'll be just about perfect when we get back. The fig tree, with some figs on there, so hopefully everything there will be just about ready when we've done. And yeah, plenty of other things growing. I won't go around all them now, but it's all looking good. Don't think it'll look quite as tidy or quite as nice when we get back, but couple of days work and we should have it back in order. We're at the St Polton supercharger, which is just to the northwest of St Polton itself. It's in the grounds of a hotel. 10 Tesla superchargers, and as you can see, all 10 are in operation just at the moment. You get a parking ticket to get through the barrier, gives you 1 hour free parking, gives you time to go. There's a little cafe just over there, toilets, coffee, whatever you want, and then continue on your way. Took us 3 hours 5 minutes to get here. Not a bad drive at all. As you can see, a very popular supercharging spot indeed. And although the coffee is very nice, it is €4 for a rather small cup. €8 for 2. Ooh. So after 2.5 hours from our last stop, we've arrived at Erding am See in Germany. 9 Tesla superchargers here, but look at this Tesla Model X. Beautiful, beautiful colour. They had it redone in Turkey apparently. I asked the owners if we could film it, so they should be alright. Really, really nice. I love that colour. But 9 superchargers available to all vehicles, and just literally 2 minutes off the motorway, so no big detour from our journey. Well, 2.5 hours later, we're at the Tesla supercharger at Heriden in Germany. I'll talk about the Tesla charger in a second, but all that's here really is there's a restaurant up here somewhere, but there's a Burger King. Just had a vegan Whopper, very tasty. And then this place, this Rui to go or whatever. What an overpriced rip-off of a place, staffed by arseholes, ignorant arseholes. They must be getting loads of business from the Tesla. We've seen loads of people walking over and going in there, and you wouldn't believe the miserable staff behind there and the prices that they're charging. Also, there's 8 BP Pulse charge points over there, but only 4 of them are working, and it's €1 per person to go for a wee. Not good at our services, should be free, or at least not €1 per person. Also, it's another one that is open to all electric vehicles. Nobody else using it, like, and we've just seen a Tesla using the BP Pulse. Crazy. So we're currently at the Tesla supercharger at Kaiserlautern. This is the first charge of today. We spent the night last night at a services, Hockenheimen or something, I can't remember where it was. Just a service station, about 100 and odd lorries there, probably about 10-15 cars with people sleeping in. unlike the UK services where you can stop, take a break. If you're tired, take a break, but you can only stay 2 hours. No, you can stay as long as you like, basically, at the European services. So we're here, seven chargers here, all available. We've just been over to the Hotel Barbarossa, or Barbarossa something, Barbarossenhof, for a coffee. Nice hotel, and an interesting mural in there in the toilets, which I'll put next. And over there there's a place called the Irish House. This building, that lovely building. And I don't know what's round here, apart from an American airbase. There's a fair few American servicemen walking around the area. But it must be, it's in a wooded valley about sort of 2 or 3 kilometres off the motorway. And there must be quite a bit of interest around here, because you've got the Irish House and 2 decent sized hotels for people to come. But you can always get a meal or a coffee, and nice little spot. Rather amusing mural over the urinals with the ladies looking down. The Metz supercharger at the Leclerc hypermarket was next. Definitely a good place to charge this. We've done a big shop for the camping at the Leclerc, and there's also like a mini shopping mall within the complex. So yeah, definitely a good place to charge up. So we're just east of Reims on our way towards the superchargers near Paris, but we needed a wee, so we stopped. But look at these chargers. So if you draw less than 50 kilowatts, 49 cents per kilowatt hour. Anything over is 59 cents, so that's probably about 54 pence. Just been talking to one of the guys at the last Tesla supercharger. It's between 30 and 35 cents, so that's about 28 pence. Much cheaper than the UK, must be to do with the tax. This guy's charging his Tesla here. You can draw up to 300, and on the other units at the bottom there, you have 2 units doing 150 kilowatts, so you pay less money obviously if you could draw low, and it also has the CHAdeMO chargers there as well. Very useful and very good prices. We've stopped for charging at the Tesla centre at the Val d'Europa, about 40 kilometres outside of Paris. And this is the new Model 3, the Highland. Really nice car, we like this. Our car was Karen's favourite car that she'd ever driven in her life, until she drove the revamped Model 3 at the Everything Electric show in Harrogate, and then that took over as the nicest car she's ever driven. We would like the aerated seats, especially in this heat that we're having at the moment. The stalkless steering wheel didn't bother us at all. We found it very, very easy to drive. Won't be any good for us on Tessie's travels because we wouldn't be able to sleep in it, but it is a lovely looking car, and we really like this nice red colour. Looks superb in that. There's one of the old Tesla in the background there. You can only get the new ones on the website. One of the old ones, they're not for sale unfortunately. I tried to persuade the guy to go down into another room while I went and pinched it, but he wouldn't have it. The Tesla centre here is just off the motorway, so very, very easy to access, and even though it's close to Paris, it's not hectic or anything for the periphery as we get closer. It's always good for fun. But there's a lot of Teslas here, either getting serviced or dealt with, or these must be customers' cars there, one from Norway. And up at the top there, I don't know if we can see right up at the top. Let's have a look. Just up there, there's 16 superchargers for customers, and it's at 32 cents per kilowatt hour. So not a bad price at all, and it is open to all vehicles actually, but obviously they don't pay that unless they pay for the monthly premium as well. So, but one fill up, if you're going from like 10% to 80%, I think one fill up would take you not far off that. So if you live nearby here or you're using Tesla superchargers a lot, definitely the monthly package is a no-brainer. Looking back at the Tesla Centre, we've had a really good chat with the sales guy in there, really nice fella, and we're looking around. There's some nice wraps. Look at this one. You just see the streaks on there. Looks quite nice there. I don't know. Or does it look muddy? I don't know. And then this one, a company wrap. Makes me want to have mine done. There's 16 superchargers here, 250 kilowatt. No problems at all charging here. I'm having a quick top-up charge at the supercharger just outside Rouen, northern France, Normandy area. 12 superchargers here, open to all vehicles. And just past there, doesn't look so good that, but the front is nice. The Novo Hotel, $2.80 for a coffee, very nice coffee and a biscuit. So not a bad little stop, this one. Fast chargers, no problems, easy to find. It's a little bit overcast today, but still quite warm, about 18-19 degrees comfortably anyway. Looking back to the village of La Petite Andelys, where we are, the River Seine. Now, the village has some really nice old buildings in, which I'm sure have listed status, or they would have in the UK anyway. But this backdrop here, and this house I really like. I always have a look wherever we go, just see there's some lovely properties. But you know when you like some better than others. Riverfront property over the River Seine and a backdrop like that. Yep, that'd do me. This could be useful. We have two places here at the town swimming pool, just a 5-minute walk from the campsite. But it's run by a company called Siege 27. Don't know if that's anybody, I don't know. But it's on the Charge Map app where I found it. And I don't know if you can see there, but it's 40 cents per kilowatt hour. And if you are here for longer than 3 hours, between 8 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock at night, they also charge a 5 cents per minute overstay charge. But I think most people would probably charge while they're at the swimming pool or for less than 3 hours in that time. So it's not actually bad. It's pretty easy to use actually. So just picked a button there, one, left hand side. Lift the flap. 2 different chargers in there, the top one being the CCS. Plug your Type 2 cable in. And either swipe your card, your credit card, it does take credit cards, or it takes a Charge Map card and just bills you automatic. You actually get a slight discount I think on the Charge Map, so if you've got one, use that. If you're coming to France really, your Charge Map card, if you get one in advance, is ideal. It's a one-off fee and it does seem to save you money at quite a few chargers. This is our pitch, daughter's car. Daughter and 2 granddaughters sleeping in there. All cooking and eating over there. Got the bikes on the banks of the river. 3 rivers here, that's why it's called Camping Trois or something. We're obviously sleeping in the car. Not a bad sight at all this. Toilet blocks are clean, plentiful. Mixed toilets, mixed showers though, but not really an issue. And there's lots of static caravans and even teepees and peculiar lodges here that you can rent, or some of them look to be owned and here probably come here for the season or something, or every other weekend or something like that. Nice spot to come to though. The site itself is nicely laid out, very quiet site. Seems to be mainly Brits, French, Germans, Dutch and Belgians. Not seen much of anything else on here. Not really a lot to do around this area, so unless you're going out for days. But if you want a nice quiet site, it's good for younger kids. It's got the playground here. You have the bouncy castle up, another bouncy castle, and then the inflatable football pitch. It was busy last night, 3 dads taking on about 25 youngsters. And then over here you've got a bar and a restaurant, and here You have the swimming pool, two pools, one quite shallow for the younger ones and one a bit deeper for the adults or older children. Bridge over the Seine, nice little spot. And actually adjoined to the campsite, you come out of the main gate and you're straight onto a cycle path along the banks of the Seine. The castle of Le Petit Andelais is up there, it's ruins obviously. It's only about 2.5 kilometres long, this stretch of cycle track, but then you can go up into the town, across one very quiet road, and then there's another cycle track that takes you through the main part of the town, exercise equipment here at the side, and some good coffee stops. Well, it's a Monday today, so it's pretty quiet. Better shot of the castle up there, and then one Viking river cruise ship left this morning, and within an hour and a half another one had replaced it. So Seine river cruise is obviously popular. There's some lovely buildings here, but they definitely would be listed in the UK. I don't know if they're listed here, but I bet the upkeep is horrendous. Up these little alleyways or ginnels up into town. Went there for a coffee this morning. Coffee was alright, decent price. And a really good tarte tartine, which was very nice. The river cruise ships in dock. But €4 for an orange juice, small orange juice. I tell you, everywhere I go, you just feel like you're being slapped sometimes. I know they have to make profit, but I don't know. Very peaceful. If it's an activity or active fun-filled holiday with older children, down here, I think you struggle. But with the younger ones, you just need a swimming pool, somewhere to play around us, and somewhere to cycle, and they seem to be happy. So that makes life easier for us as well. Listen. Some beautiful old properties. I mean, they are. The upkeep must be horrendous. But this is just the small, the main village of Les Andelys. It's about 2 kilometres away. This is Le Petit Andelys, the smaller little brother or little sister of it, I suppose. But really, really quite quaint. Some of these properties look like, I don't know, Miss Marple or someone like that should be living in them. I don't think it has much other than tourism here, to be honest. I think that's a pretty short season as well. If I could speak French, I'd have translate that. I know it's house, but that's about it. Whatever it is, it's shut down. Even on a dirty river like the Seine. life, the circle of life goes on. And they're young, the grey one, obviously not lost its feathers yet. The other one must be a day or two older. Either that or just a faster developer, who knows. Not a bird expert. But nice to see the swans. First ones I've seen on the River Seine here. Plenty of ducks about down by the campsite, but no swans apart from these. Not just a leisure traffic down the Seine, but a bit of freight as well. There's been quite a few of these big boats going up and down, so Paris is only about 40 kilometres away from here, I think, so it's not too bad. Oh, evergreen, ever popular after this Suez Canal incident. But yeah, a lot of traffic going up and down the river, as well as leisure traffic. I'm back at the charger that I talked about earlier with the 40 pence per kilowatt hour, 5p per minute. Because we are sleeping in the car, we're using about 10% battery every night on average for the aircon to keep it all nice and fresh. So we've only got 28% left, and we've got 2 more nights to sleep. So certainly if it goes below 20%, the battery cooks out, or the aircon kicks out, conks out. So I'm charging up here, use the charge map card rather than my credit card, which was handy, and I'll probably blast it up to about 70-80%, I'll have a think, and gives us plenty for the next 2 nights, and then we'll stop at a supercharger on the way back up to the ferry, and then one the other side of the ferry just to get us to our destination in England. That's a glimpse of France. We're in the queue for the ferry. P&O this time instead of Irish ferries. Let's see which is best. I'm going to end the video here before we go over to the other side onto Dover, and then go up via St Albans, via Manchester up to Aberdeen, and then obviously all the way back down to Hungary and everything, with a few stops on the way. But I'll stop it here. But if you've enjoyed it, please press like, add your comments, good or bad, and please subscribe, and tell some people about it, and maybe they'll start watching as well. It could be interesting, maybe not, but it could be. I did actually do what I thought was quite an interesting video of the castle, the ruined castle in Le Petit Andelys, but due to the wind noise it was just useless to put on. So I need to sort out some sort of microphone or some way of doing it when there's high winds or anything like that, or other noise. I've got the fan going in the car now because it's pouring down the rain. Yeah, nearly said something else, but we're back home and it's pouring down.